All right, young boys and girls, it's time for a defensive tutorial. And today we're talking about the best defensive settings in NBA 2K21 Next Gen. Stay to the very end so I can give you my observation of what I think is the best defensive settings in NBA 2K21. Let me know in the comments below, what is the defensive settings you got your player build on right now if you got Next Gen 2K21. So we're going to be analyzing 3 different defensive settings, and then I'm going to give you my best observation or my best opinion on what I feel the best defensive setting is in NBA 2K21. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. Select a guy like Kyrie Irving, who's a dribbler, and we're gonna select Kawhi Leonard, who's a defender, and we're gonna play on Hall of Fame difficulty and really test out this defensive settings. It's crazy how some of the things I've learned in the defensive settings, as far as like from 0 to 10 to actually 30. So right now, you see me testing it out on 10. I'm going to drop that thing down to 0, or I had it on 10, and we're going to drop this thing down on 0, and we're going to get this game started. And also, if you don't believe me, we are on Hall of Fame difficulty. So one of the first things I noticed when you playing defense of settings on 0, you have full control. You don't necessarily do that OP sliding in current gen, but it's easy to overreact and over pursue if you moving your left stick too far to the left or too far to the right. You pretty much want to stand still and wait till the player make a move and try to beat them to the angle. And we'll go over defense tutorials in just a bit. But if you can master the control, then you'll be good to go. But you see right there, I almost got beat, but I end up using my mechanics, and I'll go over those in another video. But I want you to understand, with playing with 0 defensive setting, you got full control. So you make mistakes based off how aggressive you are with the left and right thumbstick. Now, let's move on to having it on settings of a 10. What I've noticed, when you were on level 10, you get more body up collisions. As you can see right there, I'm getting a lot of more body ups. I don't know how he made that, but you get more body ups when you play on a higher sensitivity, but there's a lot more give and take. You don't have as much control, and you can get beat like that play right there. Let's rewind that. So when I'm playing on a 10 defensive setting, if somebody crossed me over, you got Kawhi Leonard with his badge, and I'm going to get crossover right here because that's just how the game is for some reason. I get more body ups, but look, you see that crossover move right there? He's going to get an easy blow by. He's going to score a bucket. So the higher the defensive setting, the less control you have, but you can use this to your advantage because the defense kind of tells you where it wants to go. But the con to this is that you can get beat, you can get crossover, like you see right there, I got crossover again. And this is Kawhi Leonard, one of the top defenders in the game, but playing with a higher defensive setting, it makes you more vulnerable to get crossed and get broken. I don't know why that's the case, but now you're gonna see me playing with a 30 defensive setting. And you're gonna see that I don't have a lot of control, but damn near I get more body ups, and they put me in good positions. That man's a problem. But as you see right there, look at that. He hit me with a move, and I didn't even move. The CPU did that. They thought he was going that way, and he ended up getting that blow by. So the higher the defensive setting, again, you see I'm getting broke left and right with a high. Look at that. I'm getting broke left and right, man. So the con to having a higher defensive setting is you get broke more, and the CPU is overly aggressive on attacking the angle based off the offensive ball handler. So you want to make sure, look at that. I'm getting broke. Look, the higher you have your settings, the more likely chances is you're going to get your ankles broke, man. So now let's go into what I feel is the best defensive setting for your play style. If you're not a good defender, putting it on 15 can help you out. You still will get your ankles broke. You're still going to have less control, but the CPU can help you out to a degree if you learn how to master the way the CPU wants to move. If you know that the CPU is aggressive, the higher it is, then you want to know what area it's going to move based on the play. You got to know how to counteract that. I don't know how to counteract that to the degree. Now, if you plan on 0 defensive setting, then you have to learn how to control the way how aggressively you move your left and right thumbstick when it comes to playing defense in 2K21 on the next gen. But in my opinion, the best setting to use in this game for defensive setting to have a little bit of best of both worlds is this one right here. In my opinion, I just feel like 5 gave me the best of both worlds. I was able to get body ups. I was able to still have some control of my player. And I got a little bit of that defensive assist. I may end up working my way down to 0 as long as I get familiar with the defense and how people like to move. But this helps you out so you're not too out of control when you play on 0 defensive settings. So, but I would say anything between, let's say 15 and 0 is going to be a good defensive setting to use, in my opinion, in this game. But I'm rocking with 5. Sometimes you need a little bit of that help from the CPU because you know how 2K is. They don't let you control your player. I'm going to master on-ball defense for you guys to help improve your defense as well. So be on the lookout for that. I'm still learning the mechanics. I'm still learning how this game works. But for the most part, I play good defense, man. I get a lot of messages about my defense and improving defense and learning how to move. There's a sweet spot when it comes to defense, and I'm gonna go over that for you guys as well too, so you can be able to prevent blow-bys and to really play good defense in NBA 2K21. So be on the lookout for that. But that's gonna do it for today's video, man. Again, get your defense right, try out the settings, figure out what settings work best for you. It's your boy Bake, live life stress less. You're rocking one of the best. Without the man upstairs, my life would be a mess. Cook Up Nation, we different. I love y'all. Peace.